The promise becomes reality for over a decade. Autonomous driving has existed like a mirage on the horizon, always coming, always near, never quite here. Companies tested small fleets. Engineers filmed demos. Bold predictions were made again and again. Some people rolled their eyes. Some waited patiently. Some simply stopped believing. But Tesla never stopped pushing. Year after year. Software update after software update. The cars learned. The neural nets grew larger. The compute expanded. The data multiplied. Autonomy wasn't built in labs alone, it was built on the road. In the real world, 1 mile at a time. And now, what was once a dream, what was once a tweet, what was once an endless debate, has finally arrived. As a physical, moving, undeniable reality. The first morning the city is quiet as the sun rises. Golden light spills across glass towers. Shadows stretch across pavement. The hum of traffic begins, and lining the streets. Our vehicles, unlike anything else on the road, Cybercab, aerodynamic, clean, metallic, minimal, designed to look both futuristic and familiar enough to trust. One by one, their systems come online. Battery warmed, compute synchronized, AI engaged. The fleet breathes into motion. Passengers stand on sidewalks, staring with a mixture of curiosity and disbelief. Some film, some wave, some hesitate before stepping into a car with no driver. But millions stayed home this morning, watching clips online instead, whispering to themselves. So, it finally happened. The first ride meter. She's a 28-year-old graphic designer. She lives downtown. She's tech-savvy but cautious. For years she watched Tesla headlines scroll by. Autonomy this, spool, self-driving that. Always curious but never fully convinced. But today, she opens the new Tesla Ride app, and there it is. Request, Robotaxi. She hesitates just for a moment, then she presses the button. Within 2 minutes. A Cybercab glides silently to the curb. No driver, no steering wheel, just open space and trust. The door opens on its own. Quiet, smooth, intentional. LED lighting wraps the interior in a calm glow. She steps in the system, scans for passengers, verifies payment, and confirms route. A gentle voice speaks. Welcome aboard. Your trip will take 18 minutes. You may relax. The car pulls into traffic. And just like that, Amira is no longer a driver. She's simply a passenger in a vehicle piloted by an AI. Her heart races, not with fear, but with awe. How did we get here? To understand this moment, we have to go back. Back to when autonomy wasn't a product but a moonshot. When Elon Musk first said Tesla would crack autonomous driving, most of the world reacted the same way. Skeptical, curious, dismissive, hopeful, divided. But Tesla held a secret advantage. Scale. Millions of cars already on the road, all equipped with cameras, all gathering video data. Not staged, not simulated, not theoretical. Real-life rain, snow, dust, construction, chaos. Kids darting into the street. Drivers changing lanes without signaling. Cyclists, pets, bad lighting, road damage. Every unpredictable scenario recorded, learned, analyzed. Tesla wasn't just building self-driving cars, they were building a global learning organism. Billions of miles, billions of clips, billions of human decisions. And then came the breakthrough: end-to-end neural networks. Not rules-based programming, not rigid decision trees, but AI that learns to understand the world visually the way humans do. That's when the game changed. The debate that split the industry. Tesla pushed vision-only AI. Companies like Waymo built highly structured systems. LiDAR, HD maps, restricted zones, meticulously programmed logic. Waymo's approach: slow, careful, controlled, reliable. Tesla's approach: bold, fast, scalable, adaptive. Both sides believed they were right. Both invested billions. Both gathered enormous data. But Tesla held one card, Waymo didn't: the ability to turn millions of customer-owned vehicles into autonomous nodes at the flip of a software switch. And regulators knew it, which meant Tesla would face the hardest questions of all. Regulators and reality governance did not approve. Robotaxi overnight, they demanded data, testing logs, incident reports, simulations, failure analysis, ethical frameworks, insurance structures. I recognize a child. Could it handle construction? What happens if a sensor fails? Who is responsible in a crash? What if it's hacked? Tesla built redundant systems, triple compute redundancy, multiple breaking fallbacks, fail-safe pulling over logic, encrypted communication, OTA failure recovery. Only after years of audits, only after every scenario was modeled, only after the technology proved measurably safer than human driving, did cities finally say, we will try it carefully. Thus, 2,000 Cybercabs rolled out, a number large enough to matter, small enough to control. The world waited and watched. Inside the mind of an AI driver, imagine driving, but not with thoughts or emotions. With probability, Tesla's AI doesn't think like us. It calculates. It observes every object around it, projecting thousands of possible futures every second. Where could that cyclist move? Is the pedestrian distracted? Could that truck drift lanes? Is that reflection water or something else? Each possibility has a likelihood score. The AI chooses the safest path, executing adjustments in milliseconds. No ego, no road rage. Number fatigue. No texting while driving. Just precision, but also humility. Because the AI is always learning. Every anomaly recorded. Every hard break analyzed. Every trip a training sample. This is what makes Tesla different. Every Cybercab helps train the next one. The human reactions, people respond in waves. Some step in confidently excited. Others pause at the door, instinctively searching for a steering wheel that isn't there. Some smile. Some whisper a small prayer. And after the ride, most emerge surprised by something simple. It felt normal.com. Smooth, predictable, as if the future wasn't loud or overwhelming. Just easier. Elderly passengers celebrate newfound independence. Individuals with disabilities gain mobility without asking strangers for help. Students, professionals, tourists, all share the same realization. Transportation no longer requires driving. Transportation now just transports. The economic earthquake, then comes the shockwave. Tesla announces robotaxi pricing, and it is lower than the cheapest human RDs. Flat fee, transparent, no tips, no surge pricing. Uber and Lyft executives see the writing forming on the wall, because robotaxi doesn't sleep, doesn't take breaks, doesn't call him sick, doesn't require gig contracts. This isn't hype, this is economics rewired from the ground up. Car ownership starts to decline in dense cities. Parking lots begin to empty. Insurance companies scramble to evolve, and Tesla, they don't just sell cars anymore. They own a global transport network. Waymo responds. Waymo is not defeated. They are experienced, respected, proven in multiple cities. Their AB stack has long been one of the safest ever deployed. But Tesla has the one thing Waymo never fully captured: scale plus brand gravity. Millions watch Tesla. Millions talk Tesla. Millions trust or doubt Tesla. Either way, Tesla commands attention. Waymo releases statements. Safety remains our highest standard. Competition accelerates progress. Behind the scenes, their engineers push harder than ever, because their race is no longer about who can build autonomy. It's about who can define the future of mobility. The ethical frontier. Autonomy is not just technology, it is ethics. Who is liable in a crash? How should AI prioritize decisions? How do we ensure data privacy? How do we protect against abuse? How do we prevent job displacement without support? Tesla works with panels, ethicists, lawmakers, urban planners, community leaders. The world debates. Some fear automation replacing human identity. Others see empowerment, equality, safety, freedom. But one truth remains: AI on the road will change society whether we are ready or not.